Dune time, Dune time. It's Dune time. All right, I am player one, and it's a ranked match of Dune Imperium Digital, Rise of Ix and Immortality 211. This is Bludgeon. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Beast, Memnon, Leto, Helena, Ilesa, and Tessia. The cards: Treachery, Ix Guild Compact, Reverend Mother Mohaim, Corrupt Smuggler, and Guild Ambassador. A pretty tasty Imperium row, so it's probably not going to last too long. Subject X137, Tleilaxu Infiltrator. Both pretty decent 2-cost cards there. For text, we've got Artillery, Shuttle Fleet, and Disposal Facility. Very interesting. Tessia picked first, Leto picked second. I'm kind of leaning towards Ilesa or Helena here. Helena, because there are some nice cards in the Imperium row. And Ilesa, just because I haven't picked her in a while. And if I can get this, it's a really good card for her. So let's do it. Let's go with Ilesa Ecaz and see what happens. All right, skirmish. We've got influence here and spice. What do I want my second? Maybe the experimentation. Do I want to be getting spice here, or do I want to be getting extra Solari is an interesting question. I mean, I'd like to be able to try to get that shuttle fleet. That's a fun one for her. All right, so we'll do that. We'll go here. We're going to advance. I'm not going to take the fold space right now. I want to bank that Solari. So if I can play experimentation to hog a basin, throw in 2 troops, and get like second place spice here, I could be at 2, 3, 4, 5 spice. Unfortunately, I won't be able to immediately get shuttle fleet because I won't have a card to take me to tech negotiation, but otherwise that would be a possibility, which would be, you know, pretty epic. So just to remind you how she works, she has this ability one step ahead. So at the start of the round, you choose one of the cards in your hand and you set it aside face down. Nobody else knows what it is. At the start of your second turn in a round, reveal it to everyone, return it to your hand, and if you use it to send an agent this turn, you get either a spice or a Solari, depending on how many agent icons it has. If it has 1 agent icon, like Dagger, like Experimentation, like Reconnaissance, you get a spice. If it doesn't have 1, so if it has more than 1 or less than 1 somehow, then you get a Solari. All right, so let's do this. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be hard for me to actually get anything out of here. I mean, third place is, you know, obviously probably gettable. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Leto Hardy Warriors here. And so then I'll just end up with 1 spice. So maybe 1 troop is all I should have put in. But we'll see what Leto does. You know, he may or may not have the Seek Allies to get there. Of course, he could also deploy from Imperial Basin. So it's unlikely that 2 troops was going to work. But there is still a chance, I guess. but it's pretty slim, right? Because it's like if he has the Seek Allies, he goes to Research Station, but he probably deploys one here. Yeah, I mean, I might tie him. Take a liaison here. Nothing else to get. I feel like I might as well get some more persuasion in there right now. You know, so this is the thing. I haven't played Ilesa in a long time, and I haven't played her a ton, but thinking about things now, I should perhaps, it doesn't matter. I don't have the lands right access anyway. I was just thinking if I had taken Solari instead of Spice for my one step ahead there, like if I had set my Signet Ring aside, for example, then I could get to 8 Solari. Okay, scratch that. I'm player 1, not player 2. So I'm not going to be able to cash this in again for a while. Anyway, forget it. All right, so a couple of cards got picked up here from the Tleilaxero. The Infiltrator and the Contaminator both get picked up by Leto. And Shifting Allegiances gets picked up by Leto. Are you serious? All right, so Leto off to a pretty good start here in terms of card acquisitions. 2 Atomics have been blown. Pretty decent stuff in the Firm Grip, the Negotiated Withdrawal, and the Thufir. Let's see what Tessia has. Six Persuasion. What does she go for here? She has her pick. Goes with Thufir. Okay. I mean, Thufir is great. Firm Grip is also great. Negotiated Withdrawal is also great. I'd probably take Firm Grip over Negotiated Withdrawal most of the time, but decides to go straight for the Thufir. Beast wins. Leto does end up getting second, so unfortunately, you know, he had he had 1 dagger, but he did deploy more troops. All right. What is it this time? I think I'm going to look to play the Experimentation and the Diplomacy this round. Because I feel like I might be going for Shuttle Fleet just because I can't resist. If you watched my tech ranking video, I talked about how Shuttle Fleet is a tech that just makes me want to get it. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I mean, Conspire would have been another option. I mean, I could have theoretically Wealthed and Conspired this round and got myself set up for Swordmaster next round. I might still Conspire. So, I mean, if that's the case, it still works. I could still do that. I could still hit Wealth, then hit Conspire. And then I'm set for Swordmaster next round, I guess? Maybe that's the play? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that's the play. Just not play the experimentation this time. Let's do it. I mean, I'll take the subject X137 if I can. I'm a little bit far away from actually, you know, triggering it, and I'm not playing my experimentation, so it's not amazing, but probably still worth doing. I mean, it gives me a Tleilaxu influence, Tleilaxu progress just from buying it. So that alone is like kind of worth it. It's just that it clogs up your deck if you don't unlock the genetic marker. But we'll see. Somebody else could easily pick it up before I get a chance. Let's do the Conspire. Hold on. If somebody wins this, yeah, even if somebody goes like up, down, they're still not going to have Swordmasters. So this is still going to work for me. So that'll get me one bonus Solari from my one step ahead. And I get a Windfall. Okay. Couple of good 4s here if they remain, which, you know, they probably won't. Beast has a big 1 reveal. Okay. Lino reveals for 7. Okay, does he blow it up, hoping to find something more exciting, or does he go, you know what? Firm Grip, Bene Gesserit's sister is pretty good. He blows it up. Okay, he finds Long Reach. He does have some graft, right? He's got the Infiltrator. Doesn't currently have other Bene Gesserit stuff, I don't think. So he needs to graft it. But I mean, look, at worst, you reveal it for an intrigue card. Chome Directorship is now there. And there's nothing really that interesting for me on 4. Do I want to blow it on 4? So Beast had the chance to take this and did not. It's a little iffy, but I'm going to do it. Spice Trader, I don't have the Freeman influence. Let's try to find a Web of Power. No Web of Power. The Delegate is kind of interesting. It's not amazing for me. I'm kind of filling up my deck here with stuff, which I don't love, but I do need the research, so I will take that, right? Because I have the X137, so I want to try to get towards that genetic marker. Get another intrigue card right now. It's a charisma. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It's not going to do anything for me right this second, but power play, Peter, occupation could be interesting. All right, so Tessia wins that. Now I better draw Landsrat access. I better. All right, cashing in. So I've got 10 Solari here. It's terrible purpose. And all right, I did. Signet ring I could use second. In which case, that would get me another Solari. Otherwise, I use it first, try to get a spice out of something else. But yeah, let me do that. Might actually use it to get a fold space this time. Alternatively, I might even be able to get a High Council seat. Oh, I don't have any other green. All right, so it's a little tricky. I do need to play the experimentation to get closer to unlocking that X137. So I think maybe I have to prioritize that. Do I want spice or do I want to smuggle? Extra specimens out of this thing is not terrible. You know, like it's not a very exciting looking card with just spice trade, agent icon, no agent ability. The main thing is the research when you buy it, but revealing for a specimen, like that's not bad because, you know, you just have 2 experimentations to start with, so that can help. It's not amazing. But so my next play is Signet Ring to Swordmaster. That will get me another Solari. So I'll have 4 left over. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a card to get to High Council. Otherwise, I might actually do it because that could help me get something big here. I'll probably end up buying a fold space with it. Okay, Leto cashing that intrigue in just to get a spice for his signet ring right now. Having this does make me want to try to get shipping unlocked. Tessie gets the shuttle fleet. Minimic film. Okay, I do love a minimic film. Currently no way for me to get it. Yeah, I'll definitely buy the fold space here because I'm going to get 3 Solari from this guy on reveal anyway. Unfortunately, the charisma doesn't get me anywhere here. Yeah, I think it's going to be diplomacy to fold space. So that a cash in here unlocks it, and then I can use this guy to hit interstellar shipping in the future, potentially. Looks like Beast is going to win this conflict. So hopefully I get to play this experimentation before, you know, before I draw that guy. It would be a bummer to draw this guy first, right? Because I'm one research away from getting that marker. And when I do research, I wonder if there's ever... Like, it's pretty rare to go for this specimen rather than just speeding up here, right? Because speeding up here, you know, it gets you closer to your next... these guys, but that extra specimen, you know, could help you buy, like, the reclaimed forces. Anyway, unfortunately, it's a kind of a bum reveal for me. I'm not going to take the initiate. That's not something I want right now. I've got fold spaces aplenty. So, unfortunately, it's just blank. Beast wins the Terrible Purpose. He goes up to 3 points. So, currently the score is 3 for Beast, 2 for... Who is that? Leto. 3 for Tessia, and 2 for me on Ilesa. Early in the game here, we're just starting round 4. Okay, I did get the experimentation. I think I'm going to have to put this aside for the second placement just to make sure I can get it. It's not going to get me a spice, unfortunately, but I have to play the experimentation first, and then I need to make sure I have somewhere to send that, so that's going to be my second play. Which will get me a bonus Solari, which, you know, it's a bonus Solari. And it might be to High Council. And maybe I can get something cool. Alright, so I'm just going to smuggle down here. I'll take Spice. I'll take Guild. And... obviously, I'll take troops, and I'm going to research. I think I'm going to do it this way today. Because that'll let me get a cash-in on the reclaimed forces. Which will get me to, like, here. I think I should be able to reach the end of this track. This game. I mean, playing this guy will get me here, and hopefully that'll get me that spice. Reclaim forces will get me to here. I wonder if I even go down that way, because maybe the influence is more important than the scarabs, given that I shouldn't have an issue, right? I shouldn't have an issue getting to there, but you never know. Okay, Leto shifts allegiances. First alliance of the game picked up by Leto, Freeman Alliance. Fitting, thematically fitting. The occupation is interesting. The only problem there is my garrison is kind of getting a bit full. Yeah, I think that's just going to be the play here. Okay, love that. Love getting that point, getting that spice here. No atomics left. So what you see is what you get in the Imperium row, which is nice to know. I wonder if I might just be better off picking up power play, to be honest. I mean, this is great. It's really great. But I don't know. Power play could, you know, potentially get me an alliance somewhere. Like, I need influence. I'm going to start getting influence. Okay, there's the long reach with the grafted to play Laxu for Leto. Let's see where he goes with that. Bene Gesserit and Guild. Okay. So everybody now with access to shipping. I have the High Council seat. I have fold spaces, which are going to draw cards. I have spice for selective breedings. I should be able to pick up some Spice Must Flows this game, I think. So Spice Must Flows plus this point, I feel like I should be able to get. I feel like I have to take the occupation just to use it. It's a card I don't know, I've maybe had it once, I feel like. So I think I'll take it just for that reason. What's my next agent going to be? I mean, we'll see. Arakeen, I guess, if it's there. What about Tex? Anything interesting there? I mean, a disposal facility or Minimic Film, actually. Maybe that's the play. Liaison to tech negotiation and grab the Minimic Film. Because if I'm talking about getting Spice Must Flows, then that would be helpful. The disposal facility is cool. That also helps with Spice Must Flows, you know, in a sort of a roundabout way. I mean, I could even get Dreadnought. Should I get a Dreadnought instead of this? I go down to 5 persuasion, back up to 6 with the Minimic Film, up to 8. Maybe I should. The Solari is, like, not a big deal. Let's see how that goes. I haven't had a Dreadnought in a while. Okay, Hardy Warriors for B, so he's coming in to fight this. I'm still not so sure about this. The power play honestly feels like it might be better, but I don't know. I think I'm going to take it anyway. Like I said, just because it's a card I haven't used that much. Oh, power play is gone, so there you go. No longer have the option. There is a Treachery. No, that's not going to last long either. Tessia is about to take the Treachery. So with that power play out there, the Treachery out there, I don't think I'm ever going to have an alliance this game. Oh, my poor garrison. Let's do it. And, okay. We'll go ahead and do this. All right. All right. I mean, this is interesting. It's an interesting game so far, I feel. I'm enjoying this one. Big garrison. I do have the Dreadnought as well. How am I ever going to deploy all this stuff? I don't know. Holtzman engine. Ooh, I would love to get a Holtzman engine, but I don't see how I do it. Because I have the Minimic film. I have the High Council seat. So that's a +3 persuasion minimum. Well, +3 persuasion added to whatever else I have that round. So I'm looking to pick up Spice Must Flows now, and that would be, you know, very helpful. Okay, they're going at it for this conflict. Looks like Beast has it. Tessia has that artillery. Beast has the wind trap. So both have some form of combat-focused tech. But I think that was a private army Beast used. Tessia out of intrigue cards. Leto deciding if he wants to use an intrigue card. I don't know what he could possibly want to do here with one troop in there. You know, having the Dreadnought makes me think about the detonation devices and all this garrison. Like, could I maybe get that to work? I don't know. Pretty tricky. So this is the start of my next hand, which is not great. I could go for a disposal facility. I could, like, use the windfall, pick up another Dreadnought. No, that doesn't work. I'd have to go to tech negotiation. Spiritual fervor and diplomacy. I think... What am I going to be doing here? Am I ever playing the Spiritual Fervor just to, like, get ready for a shipping whenever I have the infiltrate? I need to be deploying. I think I just take this 2 spice. Well, I can ship right now. What am I talking about? Is that the play? Selective breeding would also be good. The thing is, like, I only have one way to deploy. That's the diplomacy to still suits. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's hard not to hit shipping when it's right there, right? And stop everyone else from getting their chance to hit it. But for my own person, like, I kind of, the only reason I did it was to block everybody else. I mean, yes, it's good to set myself up for that influence and that spice later. And the troops, you know, someday I might want them. You know, with an occupation, I can send it there and get them in because of that combat thing. But really, I would have preferred to go to Imperial Basin, get the 2 spice, deploy a little bit, and then maybe deploy more later. But I don't know. I wanted to block that shipping. It's one of the things that I don't like about shipping also, is that sort of need to block other people from getting it, even when you might not want it yourself. Now, you can say, well, yeah, but that's part of the strategy, is knowing when to block it and when to just let it go. And I agree that is interesting, but I feel like, you know, a lot of the time the answer is no, you need to block it. Shifting allegiances to Leto. Does he have 2 shifting allegiances now? Oh dear, he's got one in the discard and one in the play area. Boo. Okay, you don't have to boo him. You know, Catherine, I would have done that too. We don't have to boo him. Okay. So I chose the dagger. Also, if I wanted that Holtzman engine, the spice would be good for that. Selective breeding is still there. If I send the dagger here, that gets me a spice. And then I can get a negotiator, and then maybe I can get the Holtzman engine. But I probably can't win this. Probably a Hardy Warriors ends up winning this. This is tough. That would get me to 7 persuasion. Could also take the disposal facility here. Just start trashing stuff. All right, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't know. I just decided to do that. That's what I ended up doing. So we'll try to start concentrating this deck, and you know that can maybe also help me buy Spice Must Flows by getting rid of the daggers. We'll see. The other option would have been to save up for the Holtzman engine. There's a memo quarters. Selected breeding gets taken. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably just go to still suits here. Alternatively, I could go to wealth, but no, I got to get some troops out of here. Going to wealth would set me up here so that I could send occupation there in the future. And I mean, I could send occupation there, get those troops, and immediately throw them in. Like, that's part of what I'm thinking. But I think I would like to get some water here, and yeah, I might as well deploy something. I think so. It was a tough hand to try to win the conflict, right? Because I only had these 2 cards to deploy troops. So even if I'd played the Fervor to here, okay, I'd have 2 more troops in here. It still probably wouldn't have been good enough. So I'll get to activate the disposal facility here, trash a card in play. It's going to be this dagger. There's a chance I can snag the Holtzman engine with an up-down on shipping if I can get one more spice. I don't... Ix and Engineer. I mean, the Truthsayer also could be pretty nice for me. The Ix and Engineer is interesting. But... I think I'll do that. And I think I'll pass on everything else. That could be interesting, but I'm going to pass on it for now. So this guy, like I'm not gonna draw it for a while. Okay, it gets taken anyway. Ooh, there's a Tleilaxu Master. And Tessie is gonna grab it. She takes the Twisted Mentat as well. Okay, that's interesting. Not a card you really see people take that much. So it's just going to be 2 Solari for me here. It's fine. Raid stockpiles, not the most exciting conflict. There's the Occupation, there's an Experimentation, there's a Fold Space. We'll go with that. Like, I think I'd like to play it there, but look at all of the water here. It's kind of crazy. So this probably doesn't make it to me. But we'll see. Maybe I should have tried to play that first just to get a spice, actually. Because if I do want the... No, shipping is gone. I would have needed to draw... The Holtzman engine is also gone. No, sorry. What is gone? Memo quarters is gone. Right. 7 for Beast right now. 7-5-4-4. I'm short a few points here. So if I just get any spice out of the conflict here, then I'll be able to ship and get Holtzman engine next round. I'm thinking about the detonation devices. Is there a way I can get that to happen this round? I'm looking at my persuasion. It's not great. Maybe just fold space to Mentat. It's tough though, because I do have influence I need here. I think it's fold space to still suits. I think I want that water. Okay. So I've got to play that. It's a little awkward. Maybe I can play it to Mentat. Not a big chance, you know. Beast, I wonder if he's going to get Swordmaster. It seems like not. 6 water. Pretty wild. So this draws me a card when I play it as well. There's a chance I could find that Liaison. He does go to Swordmaster. Okay. Or I guess I could also send it to Tech Negotiation. Yeah, Mentat gets taken. I need to play this, though. There's a smuggling is open. I mean, if I send this to smuggling, I can throw in a whole bunch of troops. It's not that amazing of a conflict to win is the issue. And then I'm not set up for the up-down next round with this guy to try to get the Holtzman engine, which, I mean, I don't have any Spice Must Flow yet. I'd really like to get one this round. There's this as well. I mean, if I play this, I could get Spice. I could get Spice this way also. I could play this to Selective Breeding. And then that would get me Spice Must Flow, but it might mess me up with that idea, which is maybe whatever. Next round is round 7. I currently do have a Hayliner card coming up. Research doesn't really help me. Let's get another intrigue card, see what that is. Interesting. So I decided to play that guy instead of the experimentation just to make sure I got it off. I might regret going for that. Well, I don't know. Thing is, that specimen got me one of these things anyway. If I had a green, I might consider getting detonation devices here, but I don't. I think it has to be occupation to secrets. Hardy Warriors for Leto here. Okay, perhaps setting himself up to steal that alliance next round when he's first to act. Interesting. Well, I guess mainly he wanted to just play that Contaminator to get his point. And then might as well get a couple of troops in the meantime. The water pays for itself because he gets it back here. Makes sense. Okay, Tessia goes to High Council and gets to recall her agent. So she's going to have another agent still. Which makes it a little tricky for me to know what to do here. But, so this is tough because I think, problem is, if I'm thinking about Hayliner next round, it's tough because if Tessia gets second, she has 6 spice. And diplomacy is coming up unless it's in her hand. So that's kind of a bummer. So it makes me wonder if I should just go to selective breeding instead and try to get a spice must flow right now. I think so. I can probably lose this at this point. Yeah, that was the danger. I'm going to miss that setup, but what are you going to do? I think I'll keep it like this and maybe double cross if I have to. It's an interesting game here. I only have 5 points at the moment. I've got one more point I can get from an influence track, and then that's kind of it. I'm gonna have a hard time finding, you know, the rest of the points for this game. You know, I think I'll be able to get this, but it's not a given. The Holtzman engine it's kind of late also now. 1 card draw. I mean, it's going to be like, I don't know how many more rounds at this point. Hollow projectors picked up for Tessia. Training drones appears. Do I just narc Beast out of his 1 spice? I don't think so. I think I'll just leave it at that. Tessia does have artillery though. So maybe I should have just deployed another troop, saved the double cross, but I did what I did. Yeah, so it wasn't necessary. The double cross unfortunately gets wasted. She picks up an Ix and Engineer. She does have 3 techs, so that's a little bit dangerous. Perhaps there was a way I could have known she didn't have anything, I guess. If I just looked in her discard pile, maybe I would have known she didn't have the daggers and I wouldn't have needed to do that. Wouldn't have needed to have done that. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Oh, am I going to have time for that? Well, oh, choose location to control. Let's go with the spice one. Okay. So, none of us has the spice now, which is a little weird. Is there any way I get to Hayliner here? Probably not. I think I need to keep my diplomacy first so that I can... Selective breeding if I have to. I might need to cash in smuggling, though. Like, somebody might hit this and give me the 6th spice. Probably not, but there's a chance. Leto steals the alliance from Beast. Evening out the score a little bit. Leto now takes the lead with 8 points. So 7 for Beast, 8 for Leto, 7 for Tessia, 6 for me. I kind of need the selective breeding. And honestly, I might just trash the diplomacy to itself because I need every persuasion I can get. And I have other ways of getting influence, so it's not that bad. I mean, this conflict is... it would be good to get this conflict. So Tessia's dilemma here is if she wants to pick up this spice. That's kind of the interesting thing, actually. Maybe I can Hayliner second action because... Okay, she picks up the spice, which means I can Hayliner first action. So it was a good thing I kept this here. I mean, I have to do that. I absolutely have to do that now. It means I'm not going to be getting Spice Must Flow, but I've got to try to win this. All right, well, yeah, so either I reveal the experimentation or I play it and get this specimen. Either way, that'll get me enough to cash in for the reclaimed forces and get the final point there. There's this experimentation as well. Probably I need to hit smuggling so that I can get that Bene Gesserit point. I don't think the plans within plans is going to happen unless we get another round. Leto gets a Swordmaster here. Interesting. So he's, I guess, thinking there's going to be another round. Otherwise, you might as well just get Mentat. Activates the long reach, reinforcing Bene Gesserit alliance, and starting to approach Tessia here. And he does have 2 shifting allegiances. One has been played, but it seems he has one probably in hand right now and the spice to use it. So he's ready to jump and take that alliance. Leto just looking to dominate all the alliances this game. I mean, look, he's Leto and he has 2 shifting allegiances. So, not a huge shocker. So Ilaxu Master played to Mentat. Is she all the way to the end of the track? Yes. So that means she gets to take a card, put it in her hand. She chooses Throne Room Politics. Interesting. Okay, Mentat gone. So that was going to be a consideration for me. But now it obviously is not. Yeah, I think it has to be this. I'm still thinking about that Holtzman engine, but I think this is the play. Wait. What? Why is this showing 2 now when it was showing 3 before? That's bugged, right? Because I have 2 already. If I reveal this, it'll be 3. Pretty sure that's bugged. Let's report this bug. I'd like to, but it's going to get in the way of the dramatics of this game right now. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. What did he do? Was that his signet ring? Okay. Well, I need to go to Carthag. I need to go to Carthag, and I need a combat intrigue. Leto now getting in on this action. So he's got extra troops he can throw in. Jesus Christ, man. There's the 3 alliances for Leto. Okay, he only puts in 1. No troops left in supply, so I can only get in 2 from Carthag. I think I still have to do that. The other option would be to just get 3 spice here to maybe do something next round with that. Like Hayliner again. Or get Holtzman engine. But I think I have to do Carthag to hope for a combat intrigue, because I don't know what Beast is up to, but I don't like it. I also don't like this bug. It's freaking me out. Okay, I mean, it's something. Yeah, we'll do another fold space. It's something. Beast still has an agent, though, and Hardy Warriors is available. He has 1 intrigue card. I don't know what he might have for swords. He goes to Siege Tapper. Oh no! Oh no, that's like Hardy Warriors. Duncan, Idaho? Oh no. Duncan, Idaho is gonna wreck me. Oh god. How do I lose this? I managed to get to Hayliner. I've got a full garrison. These, I guess these specimens are eating up some of my troops here. That's part of the... Yeah, that's why I couldn't recruit an extra troop to get in there. God damn it, man. Well, I think I needed to win this. No. Oh! And he has the swords, and he gets his spice mods flow. That's game over. That's game over. It's game over, and I'm going to be 4th place by the looks of it. Maybe 3rd. Oh. Pain. That's pain. Okay, wait. Hold on. Oh, unable to gain specimens due to lack of troops in supply. That's what's going on. So it wasn't a bug. It was the fact that my supply was just totally squeezed between the troops and the specimens. That's why I couldn't get my point there. I mean, not that it matters here. The point, you know, the point would maybe get me to 4th, like maybe I'd get 2nd or 3rd instead of 4th, but it wouldn't get me 1st. Oh, God. That is harsh, man. I don't think there's any miracle intrigue that can help me. Corner of the market wouldn't even work. Plans within plans is dead. Oh, God. The tiebreaker is just a joke, as I'm at 7 victory points here. Machine culture for Tessia. Okay, I guess I can stop being red. That was really hurtful. That was really hurtful. Ouch. 11,987. I mean, great job by Beast. Nobody else even cracked 10 there. Oof. Big oof. I ended with 17 spice. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I had to win that conflict. That's the thing. I had to win that conflict. But that's the first time I've run into that issue of specimens and troops kind of screwing each other over. You know, I missed a troop deployment because of my specimens, and I missed a specimen, crucial specimen, because of because of my troops. Dear Lord. I mean, it's interesting, right? I mean, I guess that's something to keep in mind more. But anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, I just couldn't beat Beast. I mean, I had a decent amount of conflict points. Terrible Purpose, Siege of Air King, Desert Power, Battle for Carthag. No, wait, that's Beast's points. Hold on. This is mine. A lot less impressive. A lot less impressive. You know, no alliances. I mean, how am I going to get an alliance against these jokers? Wasn't going to happen. Not with Leto having 2 shifting allegiances and long reach. Forget it. What did I have? I mean, I had a couple interesting things, but I never got to use the Chom Delegate, really. He gave me some Solari. But drawing cards, you know, there's the one time I had an idea to use him, and I drew him instead. I don't think it would have really helped anyway. The bottom line was I needed to have won that conflict. Was there a way I could have tried to get detonation devices happening? I had that big garrison, and it didn't end up working out because I needed it to win this conflict. And, you know, I just didn't, I didn't have it. Didn't have it. Well, that's going to do it for this game. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Kind of hurts, but what are you going to do? Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. And tune in Sundays, 9 a.m. Eastern to watch me play live, as well as other times throughout the week. If you enjoy what I'm doing and you want more of it and you want to support it, you can do both at the same time by clicking the join button right around here. And that'll give you access to stream VODs. So if you miss a stream, you can catch up on it later at your convenience. And it'll give you the exclusive weekly Monday that comes out, exclusive weekly video that comes out every Monday just for members of the channel. Thank you to all of the members who are supporting me right now. I really appreciate it. And Twitch subs also work for Twitch VODs, by the way, so you can do that over there as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.